What's up, guys? It's Greeny. I'm in Incheon, South Korea. Gonna catch my flight tonight to Abu Dhabi. I've been here in Korea for about 9 days. Probably about 4 or 5 of the days have been like a rain out. So just mostly hanging out in coffee shops, relaxing, doing some different things like that. But right now I'm in this like ultra modern like area. Is so cool. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video is minimalizing, getting rid of all my shit. Possessions, things I owned, having stuff used to be so important. Shit, so I'm heading to America in a few weeks. I'm taking my time, just going country to country, checking out some new places. When I get to America, I'm considering just selling all my shit, getting rid of everything, minimalizing. You know, since I've been living overseas and traveling, I just have found that stuff, possessions, it's just like they don't mean anything to me anymore. Like there's so many things that I've left in America that I thought before, I could just never live without. Like, you know, I'm not going to get rid of this. I'm not going to get rid of this. But it's been 5 years, over 5 years, and I don't even think about any of this crap. So what do I need it for? And what did I ever need it for? If any of you guys out there ever just like just sold everything, like got rid of everything, you know, I'm considering doing that when I get home. I don't even know how I'd go about doing it. Would I go on Facebook Marketplace? Would I have a garage sale? Would I just wow, this is really fucking awesome, isn't it? Let me walk up on this bridge and get a view. Or maybe just donate things to charity, you know? So I remember back, it was before I bought my kind of investment property. I had a nice house on a lake. I had a boat, a jet ski. I had all kinds of stuff. And it was just caused me so much more stress in my life. I think that just minimalizing and just having nothing to worry about, just yourself, will just help me have so much less stress in my life. One of my biggest stressors right now is the house that I own in America. You know, it's just when there's a problem, when something's going on with it, I'm in Thailand and I got to deal with it and I got to make calls, and you know, my son's staying there, but it's still a pain in the ass to me. Like I want to sell that house and just get rid of everything. So has anybody out there ever decided they wanted to go full minimalistic and then regretted it later? That's something I think about, and really the only thing I could think is like if I got rid of some of my like tools, like my table saw and things like that, where, you know, things that are useful that I may need actually. So say if one day I ended up for some reason having to just go back and live in America, and then I want to remodel stuff, and you know, I'm kind of cheap. I don't like paying people to do things like that for me. I like doing it myself. You know, then I got rid of all my stuff. But by that point, maybe I'm too old to do it, and I would pay somebody anyways. And maybe as you get older and you accumulate a little wealth, maybe you shouldn't do things yourself unless it's something you enjoy. To me, I don't enjoy doing household, you know, work, improvements, remodeling. Maybe I shouldn't be so cheap and pay people to do that. You know, it's just so many things to think about as you age, you know. But I really do think that just getting rid of things, just getting rid of everything would just, you know, relax me more, take stress out of my life. I had collected baseball cards a lot when I was young, and I have boxes and, you know, those tubs full of baseball cards, and like, what the fuck, my kids don't want them, nobody wants them, and I thought, oh, you know, one day I have other collectibles too, like, oh, this stuff's all gonna be worth so much money, but they're just sitting in bins, and what am I gonna like take a month to try to divide everything up and sell it? I don't know. Or just sell it all together. What do you do? What do you do? How do you get rid of your shit? You know, I'm not gonna just give it away. Like I cared about that stuff at one time, but now I just couldn't give two shits. I just want to, you know, meet new people, see new things with my eyes, and enjoy life. You know, we just don't have that much longer to go. So what do possessions mean? I'll be gone. Then that shit's there. Nobody cares about it. I'll give you an example. My dad, you know, he passed away about 1.5 years ago. And let me tell you, then me and my sister, we had to go clean his place out, and he had so much stuff. He had enough books in his little tiny apartment that he could have opened a bookstore. And then what do you know, like, he's collecting them, he's saving them, and then we're taking them to Goodwill and just, you know, what was the point? And like, he'd read the books once and then they just sit there forever. Like, what was he saving them for? I just don't know. I don't know. I'm done with it. I'm done with things. I just don't want to deal with them anymore. All right. To my kid, are you watching this video? When I get home, let's just get rid of that house. Let's get rid of it. Go rent an apartment somewhere. I don't know. I'll give you some money. Listen, am I wrong? I don't know. You know, but then will I regret it later if I sell the house and one day I have to move back to America? Could the housing cost be 20 times more? And I'm be like, damn, I should have saved that house. Or if I take money from the house and say I make 4, 6, 8% interest on it, was that as much as keeping the house? You know, so many questions. Maybe I should just move here. Could I live in Korea? Yeah, I could live here. I mean, it's been cold and rainy. I hate the cold, but it's just so modern. It is so modern here, and I love this type of thing, the big cities, the modern big cities. So I got a lot to think about, guys. I got a lot to think about. Maybe I'll make a video when I get home to America how I sell all my shit. We'll see. I'm probably talking shit, though. I'll probably be too lazy when I get there and just friggin' see family, do this and that. And I'll probably be like, I just got to get out. I got to get back to Thailand. I don't even want to be in America and not even have time to do anything. Just leave it all sitting in bins in my basement, and that's it. This neighborhood I'm walking around is called Songdo. And it was just constructed as a new place for people to live. Like, quickly, you know, they make a plan in a lot of these Asian cities, and they build, and people come. Like, why can't America have infrastructure like this? Like, I don't know, start building new cities. People will come if it's nice. Like I said before, Japan, now Korea. Like, I just don't see beautiful places like this in America. I mean, you know, I've been in Columbus, Ohio. You walk down by the river and it's nice and everything, but it's certainly not like this. I hear people on videos all the time say, oh, when you go to another country, you'll realize why America is the greatest place in the world. But I don't know. I got to tell you, you come to places like this and you walk around and you're like, wow, why can't we have nice things like this in America? You know, so it's like, and the people have been nice. You know, it's just people are nice. I never, in Japan and now Korea, I've never felt any type of inkling that it could be any danger or anything. You know, I go to New York and, you know, I walk one block and I see 8 people that are just friggin' sketchy. You know, go on the subway and guys are whacking themselves and stuff like that. I'm not talking about killing whack. I'm talking about the other kind of whack. You know, I saw a guy last time I was there with his hand down his pants. Just like that would just never be tolerated here. You know, I'll show you on video here the worst thing I saw. A guy trying to sell glasses on the subway. Check this out.
이거는 공장에서 현금 출고 온 건데 가볍고요. 맞춤형으로
He would have got a ticket. He was breaking the law, but that's about the worst you're going to see. So So in the park here, there's this whole area of these like older looking buildings, and they're really cool, but I don't know if they're old or new. But there's a whole area here with this type of architecture kind of right in between all of the super modern architecture, but this looks pretty new. They probably just built this as like part of the park. I wish there was a sign somewhere, even in Korean, that I could translate. I had a few people comment, "Oh, Greeny, you can just use Google Translate." I do. I may not be doing it at that exact second that I'm filming, so I gotta stop filming and then translate, you know. Look at this. This is really nice. I'm gonna get a picture here of the front of this place. Whatever this is, they've definitely did some work and made it look beautiful. I noticed that a lot of the writing is in Chinese. Oh yeah, it just keeps going and going. It's like a whole complex of something over here. I don't know. So this was built between 2013 and 2015. It said that on a sign, but still no idea. It looks like for special events or something. I see a lot of people dressed very nicely going inside, so maybe going to a wedding or something. I don't know. Little village. But as I walk out of the village, you know, right back to the 21st century. All right, guys, if you want to hear more ramblings of a senile old man, please subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, you may like this one up here. Click on that next.